Run! Roars Ivor. Terror sweeps over the caravan like a pox. You suddenly find yourself surrounded by black figures and panicked townspeople in equal measure. Rook, get ready, Ivor shouts. Oh yeah, we got a full... Oh shit. Okay. Chaos that follows, you notice out of the corner of your eye some of the town guards struggling desperately with Dredge and what might be chieftain amongst them. To your left, Ivor is laying in a large colossus. Behind him, an elderly man scrambles to his feet. Past that, it's clear that most of the townspeople are scattered. If nobody steps in, they get picked off one by one. Yeah, let's try to keep everyone together. Got it, he shouts, barking orders as you pass me. Guards will have to fend for themselves, or there won't be interrupted kept. Trying to see, find yourselves clear of the fighting. Ivor emerges from the trees, bloodied but breathing. I swear you almost see a grin on his face. Olive is not so lucky. She struggles to bear the body of the chieftain in her arms, her face flamed. No guards join her. You gather her to the caravan and cover the body with a cloth. Chieftain's death hits you like a punch to the gut. Only at Ivor's insistence does the caravan continue on across the road. Alette's hand clasps tightly around your own. But at least we got 20 experience. Pausing to catch your breath, you glance backward and see the caravan stretched out past the point of safety. Spaced out so far, you're unable to see those bringing up the rear. Gotta pull them together, says Ivor. It'd be dangerous to stop them until at least the Godstone. The path should be just ahead. Give the others a chance to find us, tell those around you at the front. Beckon the stragglers to pick up their feet, eventually bringing the caravan back together. However, many curse the soul of peace and lost time. Far enough for today. The day of misery, men and women drop their meager possessions beneath the Godstone of Hridvoldir. What are we doing? Just left our homes because suddenly they're Dredge. Dolly shouldn't be looking at me for advice. Look at these people. Somebody has to hold them together. That's you, Rook. Huh. Thanks for the advice. Then do whatever you want. Let them fend for themselves if you can live with it. You humans are absurd, Rook. Furious when you're not in control, terrified when you are. Pull it together. You do care, I can tell. Men are a plague on the world, worse than any Dredge as far as I can tell. Chats like this are why we get along so well, Ivor. Caravan halts when a group of men appear on the trail, weapons at their feet. We've seen the Dredge in your wake. We don't wish to meet them alone. If you'll let us join you, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill those supply wagons. If you'll be no trouble, come along, you say. The men cautiously join your ranks and prove trustworthy. The hidden watering hole nearby is teeming with animals, and soon your supplies are nicely restocked. During a rest, one of the men get too drunk and end up splashing meat in the warrior's face. Brawl erupts. Many throwing fists and a broken bone later, the instigator, or offensive author, is tossed on the ground at your feet, angry clansmen looking for satisfaction. His personal defense is little more than drooling mumbles. You look around at all the bruised and bloody faces and lift your own hoard of mead. "Scowl!" you shout with a smile. "Scowl!" the younger warriors shout back. The merriment spreads, and soon everyone is laughing and drinking again. And we got some experience for that. Caravan is visibly relieved to find a small village on the way to Frostville with beds and fresh supplies. The locals here are shocked by the news you bring and discuss amongst themselves while you set up nearby. Folks, huh, thought I had more people to level up. Okay then. How's the arm, Eagle? Find Eagle just outside the camp practicing his sword swings. I just saw you taking some hard hits out there. Oh, yeah, I'm great, or not great, sorry, you know. I'm fine. My arm's fine. It's a strong shield. It's Rook, right? I know we haven't talked much before now. But if you want, just call me Gil. Okay, Gil. Wanted to let you know that I meant what I said before about making sure nothing happens to Alette. You can see his cheeks turn bright red. Aww. Don't worry, she can take care of herself too. I know, I didn't mean easy, Gil. I know what you meant. That's good. I'm trying. Never had to fight anything like Dredge before, but I don't have much else to do, and how many people get to train with a Varl? It just seems like I can be a help to someone. That's what I want to be. But I've been practicing with it since I was a kid. I used to spend a lot of time just getting used to lifting it. It raises it up to show you. I'm pretty good with it now. It's the only thing of my father's I have left. Then, when my mother died, she gave it to me before she died. Oh, and if you need something, let me know. I can do anything you need. Between you and Ivor, we're going to be okay, I can tell. Trigby. Guess I'd better thank you for helping us out back there. Trigby turns his head, eyes wide as though someone was stalking him. Nice beard, Rook, but that's not why I'm here. Oh, okay, why are you here? Fat clansmen. What? They eat, don't know how to kill a thing, Rook. He rolls the R in Rook gratuitously while holding out his spear for you to spit. Look at this thing. They grow on trees. You can make this from a tree. My advice, show them how to stick some pigs, or stick a rabbit, a bird. You can stick almost anything, Rook. Look, I hear what they say behind my back. Trigby's handsome. Trigby's brave. But you're the right man for this job. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Me, I was about to go swimming. At least you're keeping clean. Nobody comes looking for you in a pool of water, you know. Don't let me waste too much time there, okay? We'll come get you before we leave. I'll see you around. Only if you keep your eyes open, Rook. Can't help but hope there's nothing sinister about that last comment. You're only just outside the village when two men in red approach. My name is Hogun, says one, gesturing to the other. My brother is Mogun. Many from the village wish to join you to Frost Valor. Third man, exuding rage, charges up to the group. Shut your mouth, Hogun, he screams. What's going on? These bastards don't speak for us. They've been trying to divide the village since you got here. True. You can keep whoever wants to stay and die. The rest of us will go with the reasonable people of Skoger. Have you both got it before I let half the village desert? Find the angry villager, a mob of armed thugs appeared, all furrowed brows and nervous stares. You both know what will happen to the rest of us if the fields are abandoned. Nobody leaves. We thought that's how it went ourselves. Dredge my ass. I don't know what the scam is this time, Hogan, but you got two choices. Get back to work, or I'm finally putting you in the ground. Hogan, what do you say? Thought it was unfair that you only asked me. Hogan draws his axe slowly, followed by Hogan. Despite their confidence, the brothers are significantly outnumbered. I think I'll make a poor farmer. Brothers thank you with wide grins. Soon many of the villagers have joined your caravan. We scanned around anxiously for Alette, who had gone missing when the fighting began. Eventually you find her watching from afar. Hogan returns at that moment, introducing you to his son and wife, and you soon set out again. Alette marches quietly alongside the caravan, a little distance since leaving the village. When you stop for a rest, Oddleaf approaches you both. Alette, I have something for you. Oddleaf has gathered up the long banner from the caravan and smiles warmly as she passes it to Alette. What's this about? I was hoping you'd sew up the banner with everything that has happened since we left Skogar. Come find me another time, Rook, and we'll talk. Before you can comment, she departs. Dad, are you a chieftain now? They're both quiet for a moment while Alette unfurls the banner. Oddleaf has been teaching me how to sew. Speaks pretty highly of you. Can we read the part about Mom? You nod. On the banner has been sewn the story of the families who have lived in Skogar throughout the years, just as is done on every banner in every town. I wish she were here, but I'm kind of glad she isn't. The section of banner about your family is short, but Alette has been sewing in colorful designs. Why do you say that? So she doesn't have to deal with all of this. Dredge, leaving home, and... Why did you have to kill those men in the village? I mean, if it's okay to ask. Because the Dredge are terrifying. Every time we have to fight them, I just want to run, but I don't want to kill a person. Please. Are you mad at me? I'm going to have to go the tough parent route on this one. I know what you mean. Yeah, I know. Dad, I think you're doing a good job. She hugs you. You spend the rest of your time together sewing new verses into the banner. For better or worse, the story of Skogar is your burden now. I.e., if any more people die, that's your fault, motherfucker. Are you doing odd? Alright. Not at first. Sometimes when a loved one dies, people say it doesn't sink in for a while. Sunk in for me right away. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny, my father named me oddly before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman. What does that even mean? If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does that feel so backwards? Sorry, Rook, it's been hard. You're not sure what to say. The many years you've known the chieftain's wife is probably the most you've ever talked. You asked me to come find you? Yes, it's about the banner. I've thought about it a long time. He asked me to give it to you, and something happened. It should be mine. I could carry it, but I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. Our banner would be divided. It's not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? How will that go? First time someone thinks they can take advantage of us? I think this is what has to happen. Listen, I know I dragged this out. The truth is, my husband and I could never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you and Alette. I know you're going to take care of her. She puts her hand on your shoulder as she heads back to the camp. Let's upgrade Ivor. Let's upgrade his armor a lot. Since he's the one I'm usually sending to go up against the Colossi. Then there's Trigvi. Let's upgrade his armor too. That way we won't have a near-death experience like last time. Let's swap out Rook for Mogun. Then have Eagle go for Trigvi. I know people are going to say you should rest so you could heal up, but there are actually some achievements in there for extra experience and money you can get for beating the game quickly. Not like in terms of like how many hours, but like what the day counter will be like once you get to the end. Oh. A new dynamic event. Let's see. At a small split in the trail, a few fighters stop to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. We recognize this place, one man says. Spent several years here with some kin. If they're still around, we have to warn them of what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. This is probably going to weaken the clan, but I can't go the Rictator route. Thank the men for coming to you, but raise your voice for everyone to hear. We all make decisions for ourselves and our families. We're all free to do what we must. Agreement echoes through the caravan as a small group of men take their leave. I'm just rolling in spirits right now. God damn it, not this guy again. Ooh. Complaints of Raffensvarter's excessive drinking were surfaced. This time the man stumbled over some tent ropes and pulled the snag canvas through a campfire, nearly setting a supply wagon aflame. The clansmen put out the fire on both the wagon and Raffensvarter's leg before leading him to you. Your considering your options when Oddly appears out of nowhere and doubles him over with a gut shot. Danger everyone again and you'll get more than a cracked rib, she shouts, leaving in a huff. The others go back to their business, satisfied with the outcome. Hopefully our crew won't be... Dredge! Shouts a man from the back of the caravan. It's Svarter, the unabashed drunk, staggering toward you looking not entirely sober. He screams again, pointing at the trees in the distance. Fear races through the caravan as fighters pull their weapons. Scouts return with no sightings, and furious men surround Svarter. It'll be time for that later. For now, we take no chances. A full day of uneasy rest passes with no sign of Dredge. The caravan is annoyed by the scare and the delay. Eventually, Svarter bursts into laughter, and you're sure there never were any Dredge. Not long after, Svarter goes missing. Nobody searches for him or seems to mind. Fuck. Wait, does that mean he died?
City, the walls of
Okay, now everyone's
now
depressed.
just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against Dredge as well.
You jostle through follow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in front of Frostvilla for days. The gates are closed. You come to a stop at the bottom of the hill. This is not looking good. Why are there so many people in the fields? You can't stay outside in the open like this. Oddly finds you among the many refugees. Look, I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody's being let into the city. Why? It's overrun with Varl from Blotsvalker, Greyhorn, people from Vitra, all the nearby villages. The Dredge are everywhere. The chieftain of Frostveller has locked himself in his great hall. That's when they close the gates. Dredge come, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there. Let's look. Let's see what happens. Ivor roars in frustration, but soon settles himself on a patch of dirt and seems resigned to wait. You approach the gate, hundreds of people gather. In the trodden, bloody space in front of the door, several pin-cushioned bodies lie unclaimed, as though they simply belonged there. Archers up on the walls make it clear that nobody will get in. Men and women below intermittently call for mercy and reason, when they're not flinging stones and curses. I'm willing to try, grunts Ivor, despite sizing up doors that look like they can hold back an army. And when men start shooting arrows and pouring out to stop you, then you kill them. You're not sure this is the most sound plan. Ivor slings his shield across his back, steps up to the gates alone. Archers above watch, more curious than anything. Ivor plants his feet and puts his shoulder against a massive door. Aside from a long wooden creak, nothing has happened. Then, unbelievably, the doors start trembling. The archers shout, more to those inside the walls than out. The creaking becomes louder than a crack, then the doors part slightly. Help him, you shout to the rest of the caravan. When you look back again, you see that nearly everyone is thrown into push. The gate finally succumbs under your combined efforts, and you find yourself face to face with dumbfounded guards. You bark at the mob to attack. Sky Striker achievement. We got Thrasher achievement. Yeah, there it is. Guards who aren't lying at your feet run. A crowd of men and women scurry into the city while they have the chance. It's only moments before a man wearing all black approaches with many more axemen at his back. What in the depths are you doing? Letting ourselves in. See that? I'm very impressed. But all those people you just let in here? Dead. All those women and children with you? Dead. Thanks for killing the only ones holding this place together. Scowl. What are you talking about? The man orders guards to get the doors closed again before more refugees notice. If I knew there were fighters and a varl outside, I would have brought you in. I'm Ekkel, I'm in charge here. You heard about the chieftain? We heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall. Oh really? I think you mean hiding out in a grave. He's eating worms if that wasn't clear. What happened in here? As soon as they heard Dredge were coming, anyone who couldn't swing an axe got one to the head. That's the short story, anyway. These three clans in here warring over turf and food, and the worst are the godforsaken Varl. He eyes Ivor and shrugs with exaggeration as if simply stating the obvious. We're in more danger here than out there. Look, I was in charge here before things went to crap. You've got some people who can fight. You've got a Varl who apparently has the strength of a god. I can keep your flock safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me and take back Cross Valley. I don't take sides. Too hard to tell when the good guys become the bad. Fine, cut these sheep loose and watch your own asses. What do I care? All I want to do right now is to get out of the damn streets. Think carefully about what you want. Good luck then. Hope we don't meet again fighting for the same scraps. The gates closed, Ekkel and his men disappear down dark alleys. Hope we know what we're doing. Making it up as we go, Ivor. Back on. We're back. I was able to get about as many warriors from Strand as you wanted and more weapons. There's supplies, too. Perk up. Just now realized nobody's been talking to you. Since Vognir died, everyone's been looking to you to make the decisions. It's exhausting. Back on? Good enough. Much resistance from the governor? Some. I don't think he was happy about us buying his fighters using his own money. He also insisted we take on a lackey of his to watch over his property. A man named Eric. Oh, I totally forgot. Eric doesn't join you in Chapter 1. He joins you in Chapter 3. I'm sorry, my guys. Guess we did succeed in getting Eric to recruit with us. Eric? I met him. He seemed competent enough. Oh, yeah. Good thing no selling him, Reuben. Regardless, the governor will have to get over it unless he wants Dredge crawling through his streets. Put down every slag that has wandered through here while you were gone. A flapping of mouths, then. You sure that wound is healed, Luden? I agree. Enough has already gone wrong. If something happens to the prince on a mission of peace, the alliance would rot, or worse. He has a point. As Vognir's kinder, you have the same responsibilities, Hakon. We would only be made to do this again later, and I will not suffer it all a second time. Either take us through the Wandering Road, or do your job and slaughter some Dredge. Who's in my driveway? Apparently no one. Sorry if that... I heard doors slamming outside, and my dog started barking a lot, so I figured someone was in the driveway. But apparently not. Ludin turns abruptly with a scowl. He stamps back to his ring of tents and follows. Wandering Road's not an option with this many. I could crush that boy's skull with one hand. If Ludin won't be deterred, you'll have to deal with it. Don't let Ludin get to you. Let's go, I'm sick of looking at this dump. What do I tell the warriors, Hakon? You knew him well, didn't you? Vognir? No. Well, I don't know. I remember him. Always rushing around with some important business, but I never knew him. Never got a chance to talk much. Longer than I did, in any case. I suppose so. When we spoke, Varl listened. I knew that. I could use help there. Scrivener leans back, considering the sentiment. I've seen worse. They respect you for your ability to swing an axe. They need to respect you for your actions. You're not talking to the right Varl. Mogur's got some skill there. Most I can do is hold a quill. They've got a banner and armoring for that, you know. You mean the long banner? Yes, the Menders wove up something that writes its own history. You want my opinion? I don't trust it. No? It tells a broad story. I think there's some value in the narrow. Whose story does it write? Mine, theirs, Ludin's. God forbid. Relic. The gods have been dead a long time. Or have they? Old habits, I suppose. Are you worried? Some of the Varl in the caravan think the world's coming to an end. Others think it's the best thing that could happen. No more black months. I'll take it. If it's the end, I'm ready. What about the rest of us? To the depths with you. Ha! I've hoofed more hills than a horse born with a grudge. Don't worry about me. Let's upgrade willpower. That way not only can he use skill more, but he can, well, let's move you to the back. Move you to the front. There. I'd ask how you're dealing with Vognir's death, but I already know the answer. Steady, old Mogur, which is good. I know most of these Varl, but they're not under my command. They came to follow Vognir. To tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position. I will. Let's get ready to leave. Look at that, says Mogur. And the hills, more dredge. No more than a dozen, though. We could just as easily pass by as rush up there to slaughter them. Ludin overhears. That's a dozen dredge heading up towards Strand, he says. You ask him when he started to care about Strand. I don't, he replies. I thought you did. Will do, he says. Hopefully they'll be able to catch back up to the caravan. He rushes off to find some volunteers. Loon and his men are not asked. They return to travel. 5 experience, 10 dead Varl. Harkon! You can hear Ludin's hard-booted trot as you set up camp to the first day and brace yourself. Can we speak as equals? We can try. Seems clear to me you plan to kill a lot of Dredge along the way, am I right? Don't assume only the Varl can fight. Do you understand me? That is my banner we fly to Grofheim, the banner of Arborane. I insist on joining in battle. Almost getting your first encounter and ready for more? Whatever you like, Prince. And, I expected more resistance. From Wagner, maybe. They told me you were his kinder. That's why you're in charge now. Some sort of next of kin, Varl thing. Don't you take on his responsibilities? When you're nearly 200 years, it's hard to take a 20-year-old man seriously. You better start. We'll both be kings someday. That's the last thing I need to think about right now. He looks at you as though you just punched yourself in the face. He heads back to his tent before saying whatever was on his mind. Have a moment? As you approach Bercy, he lowers the book he was reading. It doesn't strike you as the book reading title. You're Bercy. You're Hakon. We've gotten that out of the way, haven't we? I had some questions. Say what you want to say. You could join us. I'm there. I'm where I want to be. Don't forget what I said about keeping Ludin alive. Got it? There's a step where you can't help but wonder if there was a bit of a threat behind that gravely request. You're so right. She watches you approach with her head tilted back and points a thumb toward Ludin's tent. No, here for you. Oh, can we talk? Ursa shakes her head no, a smile on her lips, eyelids low. Why not? I don't. In those two curiously contradictory words, you get 2 impressions. She has a beautiful obsidian voice, and this might be a complete waste of time. Before you have the chance to be confused, she cackles, abrupt and loud, then looks slightly embarrassed. You're his personal guard, though. Her expression changes to, of course. How did you end up with someone like Ludin? Luck? Until next time, Ursa. Hakon. You stop and look over your shoulder. I am a witch, so be careful. She puts her forefinger to her lips with a soft shh. You depart, not quite sure what to make of that. Let's do some hero management. Put you in the back. You overhear a conversation while marching alongside the warriors. I'm happy to stomp some slags as much as the next Varl, but I didn't join up to take orders from Hekon, says one. Apparently he doesn't realize you're within earshot. Not willing to die for him either. You push toward the Varl, grab him by the horns, and with the full force of your body, plant him into the ground. Law of Kinder means you are willing to die for me, you miserable son of a cow. He jokes out something of an agreement, and the others step back warily. As he steps away, you hear his friends laugh at his misfortune. Soon others join in. That's an experience for beating the shit out of a dissenter. A small gathering of tents comes into view. Group of merchants, from the look of it. You ask what they're doing here. We were camped out at the Godstone ahead, one tells you. We've been offering the Dingler. As one does, his expression turns. Dredge start appearing out of nowhere. Some of us stayed, though the Godstone would be safe. Damned if I know why. We've been dodging them since we left. Not much, he replies. Anything of value we left at the Godstone. I've never seen this many Varl in one place before. You're off to deal with those Dredge? You nod. We can part with some supplies if you need them. I'll give them freely. Clearing the road is more than we could ask. I have one request, though. My wife's brother stayed at the Godstone. You'll know him by a necklace with many gold rings. If you see him, say we are safely in Strand. You agree and the merchants continue on. Caravan slows unexpectedly. Word travels down the line and then the Moker, who tells you Dredge know we're coming. Probably saw us back at Vetterfell and did their usual lurking. Could have been bad if we plotted into them, but we saw them first. Dredge watch you. Wait and see what you do. When's the last time you commanded a few hundred? Hekon, asks Moker. Don't overthink it. Warriors can take care of themselves. So this is the war mechanic. This is whenever you're not fighting a scripted fight, the game will just give you tactical options where you have to more or less count your forces. For example, right here, we have an army of 476 Dredge going up against 185 fighters and 456 Varl. So it's a force of 641 versus 476. Formations. No. Hold them off. Yeah, let's hold them off.